Hi, this is Geo Simpson with EDL 591 003, a directed individual study at Cape Fear Community College in the Office of Student Services, and I'm going to give you a general a reflection on my general orientation, the first module in that class. And I just want to say that my initial reflection on the general orientation was very excellent because I got a first-rate introduction to, first of all, the Vice President of Student Services, Dr. John Berry. He was in his office, and it was very enlightening as far as me professionally. He was very engaging. He was he was able to invite me and let me know exactly what areas he was looking to improve at Cape Fear Community College, and then he afforded me the right to choose from two different areas that I might serve his office. And I chose the area of student retention after he really gave me a very informed explanation for those areas, as well as what the need is of those areas and the benefits. And because I work in the prison, and I'm really connected with students staying in school, and I explained to him some of the things that my sons have gone through, and they actually use Cape Fear to get back in school, and now they're on track to graduating. I felt like that I have a relation to that aspect of it, student retention with the prisons, and my own experiences. So number one, I learned about motivation from an earlier experience in the CIP. I had a experience where the supervisor was very excellent. They allowed me to pick where I could impact, and so that is Dr. Berry did the same, and it was an excellent point of motivation. I'm going to use that as I work in higher education, provide a student or provide an employee with an opportunity to impact in areas that really move them. I think that'll affect the motivation. So I researched him a little bit before I met with him, and found out his background, where he was from, and found that there were quite a few connections. We connected very well, and so that was the initial aspect of it. Then he began to talk to me about the departments and their interaction in the area that I chose, which was student services. Now, student services at Cape Fear Community College, they have components of student retention within each department, but the goal is to become more centralized, get a more of a one-stop student services center, something like that, after acquiring research, which would become my duties, finding more information about those across the state and across the country that have done that, and then use that information to come up with how we can transition and at Cape Fear. So all these things were expressed. I was given the organizational chart. I explained, and Dr. Berry explained what area he wanted to move to be more retention focused, what positions to be more retention focused, and so I was given this chart, and it explained to me, and that helped me professionally, because it's one thing to get a degree, it's another thing to work in a community college or a university and actually have the functions and duties broken down in such a way that you can see what the duties are, and you're going to be a part of the process of transition. And so it's invaluable. Really, it's an invaluable experience for me. And so next, my duties, as I said, were to number one, get oriented to what existed. The general orientation was that getting to meet the vice president, to get oriented to the positions that are currently there, to the issues that are currently there, and then transition to the next phase. And the next phase will be to receive duties. And so I receive my duties: get research, data, information, compile it, and provide it to Dr. Berry in order to move a process along that will ultimately bring about greater student retention and individuals at Cape Fear who are retention focused as a department, yet without losing a retention focus within the departments. And so that is the focus of that general orientation. So I found it invaluable. As I said, I found it very invaluable for hands-on experience in the field, and it's exciting actually to be a part of working for your very own employer in a different arena, from being a teacher, an instructor, locked in a prison, focusing on all the things that are very involved within your personal job, and then being coupled with, at the administrative side, high level theoretic thinking, developmental aspect of how do we change what we are dealing with on the ground level in the prison, ground level in GED and basic skills, or in curriculum as well, student retention. Thank you.